Oh.
Hey, how y'all doing? Come on up here, man. Y'all whole score, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Working on the red light. It's a red light. On the red light. On the red light.
The night everything cracked, nobody even noticed at first. No press conference, no dramatic post, no apology tour. Just one moment, one sentence, slipped into the open like a quiet confession that hit harder than a scream. And suddenly, the internet froze, because the story everyone thought they understood, it was backwards. For months, Yo Gotti had been painted as the one in control, the boss, the man calling the shots, the one with the power, the money, and the final word. GloRilla was supposed to be the rising star riding his wave, the protege, the one benefiting from the shadow. That's how the narrative always goes. But then Glo spoke, and when she did, she didn't raise her voice. She didn't drag names, she didn't spill every detail. She just told enough truth to flip the whole table. Because she didn't get left. She walked away. And Yo Gotti? He wasn't ready for that. What followed was silence so loud it rattled rooms. Subtle moves that didn't feel subtle at all. Energy shifts. Tension you could almost touch through a phone screen. This wasn't just a breakup. This was pride bruised, control challenged, and a man realizing the story no longer belonged to him. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's rewind. Before the fallout, before the whispers, before the unfollows and awkward gaps, the setup looked flawless. Yo Gotti wasn't just a rapper. He was a brand, a mogul, a gatekeeper.
Her music mogul Yo Gotti have quietly gone their separate ways, Brad. They say Angela felt like, honey, she was putting in more effort than she was getting back, honey. Now, they're saying Yo Gotti's schedule was non-stop, studios, business, appearances, and she started out feeling like she wasn't a priority. And when a woman don't feel like she's a priority, she...
Everything he touched turned into opportunity. And when GloRilla came into the picture, it felt like magic aligned. She didn't come in polished or perfect. She came in loud, raw, real, Memphis in her bones. Confidence wrapped in humor, hunger in every verse. Fans felt her instantly because she felt like somebody you actually knew. No industry filter, no fake glow, just presence. Gotti saw it early. He didn't just sign her, he positioned her, put her front and center, backed her publicly, spoke her name with pride. To the outside world, it looked like mentorship mixed with admiration, a powerful man lifting a talented woman into the spotlight. But insiders will tell you, behind the rollout and red carpets, lines started to blur. Business started feeling personal. Personal started feeling heavy. When power dynamics shift, things get complicated fast. And GloRilla wasn't just grateful, she was aware. She clocked how fast praise can turn into pressure, how support can quietly morph into expectation, how being chosen can start to feel like being owned. At first, the closeness looked flattering. Gotti everywhere. Stages, private flights, interviews, exclusive access. But little by little, the tone changed. It wasn't just about music anymore. It was about control, about loyalty tests disguised as love. And that's where the cracks began forming. Small ones, invisible to fans, but loud behind closed doors. The kind of tension you feel before anyone ever admits there's a problem. Now here's where the story twists.
I can't even imagine what my little boy's gonna look like at 8.
Isn't that crazy?
But obviously, you've been a single mom for a long time. I'm a single mom. What has that journey been like for you? And I'm sorry for the passing of your son's father. I know that was terrible.
Very hard. It was, honestly, I didn't see that coming. Obviously, even with me and his dad separated, it was just like, I never thought that could be me. It was a really hard thing to go through. I didn't even know how to process it. Like, soon as everything happened, I honestly went to therapy the day, 2 days after it happened, because I was like, I don't know how to process this. My son's name is his father's name, and I just never knew that would be me. I mean, his father's side of the family is absolutely supportive and amazing. And so that helps. And my family's so amazing. So that helped me a lot. So I've leaned into family a lot, and that has been helpful for me. But I never thought I'd be a single mom. I'm like, you know, you have a kid to think this is what it's going to be. And this is how, in your head, like, it's got to be perfect. Like, never say never.
GloRilla didn't snap. She didn't explode. She didn't go public right away. She sat back, observed, took mental notes. Because when you're a woman in a space run by powerful men, reacting emotionally is exactly what they expect. Instead, she waited. And then, in a moment that felt almost casual, she told her truth. She said she walked away because she felt boxed in. Because what started as support turned into something that didn't sit right in her spirit. Because being attached started costing her peace. That was it. No yelling, no scandal dump. And that calm honesty, that's what set things on fire. Because Yo Gotti wasn't prepared to be the one who got left. Sources close to the situation started whispering that he was blindsided, that he thought whatever tension they had would pass, that he assumed she'd fall in line eventually. But Glo didn't bend. She backed up. She pulled her energy. She reclaimed control of her image, her movement, her voice. And suddenly, Gotti wasn't steering the story anymore. He was reacting to it. And reaction doesn't look good on men who are used to command. What nobody expected was how visible the shift became. Gotti, usually smooth and strategic, started moving different, less vocal, less present, no more loud praise, no more constant alignment. Meanwhile, GloRilla, she looked lighter, sharper, more locked in. Her confidence didn't dip, it grew, and that alone spoke volumes. Fans started connecting dots. Why did he go quiet right after her comments? Why did the energy flip overnight? Why did her independence seem to irritate him more than any diss ever could? Because she didn't expose him. She escaped him. And that hits deeper. Behind the scenes, it reportedly got tense. Not screaming matches, worse, cold conversations, ego standoffs, that awkward space where neither person wants to admit they lost control. Gotti was used to loyalty that didn't question him, to people who stayed quiet out of gratitude. GloRilla changed the game by choosing herself publicly, without apology. And the industry noticed. So did other artists, so did fans. Because watching a woman walk away from power instead of chasing it, that's revolutionary in a space built on control. The narrative flipped fast. Suddenly, the mogul didn't look untouchable. Suddenly, the artist didn't look dependent. And Gotti's frustration? You could feel it without him saying a word. Let's be real, this wasn't just about feelings. This was about image, about authority, about a man realizing influence doesn't work the same on everyone. GloRilla wasn't disrespectful. She didn't burn bridges loudly. She simply removed herself. And that quiet exit screamed louder than any rant ever could. People close to Gotti say he took it personally, that he felt embarrassed, that he didn't expect her to speak so plainly, so honestly. And every time her career kept thriving afterward, it stung a little more. Because the unspoken message was clear. She didn't need him the way he thought she did. For GloRilla, walking away came at a cost. The whispers, the side eyes, the she fumbled comments. But she stood firm. She chose peace over proximity. And that choice reshaped how people saw her. She wasn't just an artist on the rise anymore. She was a woman setting boundaries in an industry that hates them. Meanwhile, Gotti had to sit with something unfamiliar, silence that didn't serve him, a narrative he couldn't control, a woman who wouldn't fall back in line. And that's where the freakout really lived, not in public tantrums, but in private discomfort, in knowing he couldn't spin this one. The emotional aftershock was real. Gotti built his empire on respect, structure, and authority. Having someone step away on their own terms challenged that image. It wasn't just personal, it was symbolic. For GloRilla, the emotional toll ran quieter but deeper. She had to protect her mental health while leveling up professionally. She had to trust her instincts, even when the room was telling her to stay silent. That takes courage. Family members reportedly supported her decision, reminding her that no opportunity is worth losing yourself. Friends noticed the difference in her energy, happier, more centered, less weighed down. And fans? They felt it too. This wasn't about betrayal in the traditional sense. There were no cheating headlines, no messy texts leaked. This was about power being questioned. And that's why it shook the room. In the end, the story isn't about Yo Gotti being the villain or GloRilla being the hero. It's about control slipping, about a woman choosing herself, about a man realizing influence has limits. GloRilla didn't need to expose anything. Her freedom told the whole story. And Yo Gotti? He learned a lesson a lot of powerful men learn late. You can open doors. You can create opportunities. But you can't own someone's peace. And when a woman decides to walk away calmly from something that no longer feels right, that's not rejection. That's strength. And sometimes that's the one thing power can't handle.